In our previous video, we learned how to successfully train your real estate ISA team. In this video, we'll talk about a scripting framework you can use to help your real estate ISAs succeed. The main role of a real estate ISA is to qualify cold leads and turn them into appointments for you and your agents. But not all leads are made equal. In fact, only 2 in every 100 leads actually end up converting into a client. A good ISA should help you strategically identify those leads that are most likely to convert into a client. In order to do that, your ISAs should remember the acronym LP-MAA. LP-MAA is an acronym that breaks down the different questions that your ISAs should be asking your buyer leads to qualify them correctly. Here's what each letter stands for. L for location, P for price, M for motivation, A for agent, and A for appointment. So let's talk about how your ISAs can build a script that incorporates this acronym. Location. Every buyer has location preferences, so it's important to get that out of the way early on in the conversation. Questions like, what is your ideal location? What are your top 3 neighborhoods? Can get the buyer talking about their search process and make the conversation more friendly. Buyers that have already done their research and have an ideal location in mind tend to be more qualified than buyers that don't. It's important that your ISAs learn to detect a serious buyer based on how they answer the location question. Price. One of the most important aspects of a real estate search is the offer price the buyer can afford or is willing to pay for. Serious buyers will have already cash on hand or a pre-approval letter from a lender confirming their budget. Instead of asking the buyer what their budget is directly, questions like, have you spoken to a lender yet? Are you considering financing? Will get the buyer talking about their price point in a more meaningful way. Cash buyers are great, but 7 in 10 buyers prefer to finance their purchase using a mortgage. So it's important your ISAs know how to connect buyers without a pre-approval letter to your local lender for immediate qualification. Motivation. Buying a house is one of the most important financial decisions buyers make in their lives. So it's important to understand your buyer's motivation for purchasing a home. One of the most common reasons people buy a home is due to a life change, like a growing family, relocating for a job, or retirement. Motivated buyers with an upcoming life change tend to convert at much higher rates than those that are just browsing. Your ISAs should immediately tag leads with strong motivation to help your agents focus on opportunities most likely to close. Agent. Some buyers might already be working with another agent. It's important for your ISAs to ask right away if the buyer has an exclusive relationship with a real estate agent. Questions like, are you working with an agent already? Have you signed any contracts with a real estate agent yet? Will help your ISA identify if the buyer is already committed to another real estate agent. Once your ISAs have qualified a buyer lead, the next step is to book an appointment with one of your agents. The most common mistake ISAs make is to ask for an appointment without convincing the buyer on why they'd need one. It is important to demonstrate value to your buyer leads before asking for an appointment. Your ISAs should be asking questions like, "Our agents have access to listings that aren't in the market yet. Would you like to connect with them to see what's coming up?" Or, "Our agents have an above average offer acceptance rate of 75%. Would you like to speak to them about how they can help maximize the chances of your offer being accepted?" These questions will incentivize a buyer to book an appointment with an agent on your team. To learn more about real estate ISAs, check out the links below in the description, or continue watching the other videos in our series, where we cover hiring, training, compensation, and common pitfalls to avoid while building your real estate ISA operation.